Groundwork is an environment and regeneration charity, so we generally operate at the intersection between people and places. So we work with people to improve their local environments, and in doing so we hope to bring about benefits to people and to the environment and other benefits as well.
The main issues in the Irwell catchment are to do with sort of climate change and with population growth. So that causes issues such as diffuse pollution getting into the water. It also creates water running off, causing flooding, and also the rivers not working naturally to protect the environment and create those habitats that we need for wildlife.
Irwell Farms for Water is a project funded by the Water Environment Grant, which aims to work with farmers to deliver improvements on their holdings that can help to improve the water environment and to help in particular with addressing water quality issues.
The issues that we see here aren't necessarily derived directly from here. We have to think of the river as a system. There's many streams and other rivers that feed into the river, and so we really have to approach the management of our water systems from this catchment approach. So we need to think about what's happening further upstream and how that impacts on the river down in the middle of Salford.
The sorts of improvements that can help water quality can include land management activities such as ensuring soil is in good condition through using slitters and aerators, making sure that nutrients are stored appropriately and that they don't have an opportunity to run off across the landscape in times of high rainfall, and to plant trees and hedges and fence off watercourses from livestock. For the last few years, Groundwork has been working on a number of projects with farmers in the Irwell management catchment. We started off running a facilitated group which brought farmers together to learn about, grow to understand and at times to implement natural flood management measures on their land. And because of that opportunity and because of the good response that we had from farmers, we sought out other ways to work with them to improve management of land on their holdings, but also to bring about benefits to themselves and to the environment. And hence we applied for the Water Environment Grant and were successful.
This is my silage clamp that we recently built this year. That Groundwork give us some part funding towards. It was just an open roof silage clamp that's open to the elements, the wind and rain, run in and leach out and run down into the drains and brooks surrounding. The feed and the straw is 100% dry. There's less and less, the water's clean coming off it. There's no runoff, it's all the clean water's kept away from the dirty water and it's all separated. Fence this little area off and there's a brook, Wheatsheaf Brook, just flowing down all the way into the Whale Reservoir, and we've planted some native edge plants on the fence side down to the corner there, and then we've planted some trees. Livestock has been excluded out of this patch now, and as most of the water drains down here, hopefully in time to come, that the roots from the trees and the edge plants will absorb this and take it up.
The Water Environment Grant involved a person coming round testing the soil, explaining the compaction, describing different ways of putting nutrients into the soil, and they explained if we used a slitter like this one to reduce the compaction and farm slightly different, we could improve the water quality and runoff.
Paul and Rick are very good. Groundwork have been good, supported us up through it. No pressure for us to, well, they give us start dates, so no earache, no pressure to get on with it. They let us get on with it, and we pursued it all that way, really.
I've seen the benefits of the slitter. We're using it for nearly 2 years now, 2 seasons. It's dried the ground up and the grass has grown a lot quicker, and I think there's a thicker crop and better quality silage.
Following on from the Water Environment Grant, we'd hope to continue our conversations with the farmers. As I say, we are currently funded to undertake a DEFRA test and trial, and we hope that there will be future opportunities to access capital funding to support them to do things on their holdings that benefit the environment and their businesses.